Hi, what's going on? Loud and clear. What's on your mind? Oh, I love that one. It's basically the ultimate power move in a conversation. It's when you say the word sorry to acknowledge that you're technically breaking a social rule or doing something that might annoy people, but then you immediately follow it up with not sorry to let them know you do the exact same thing again. It's less of an apology and more of a sarcastic announcement. What made you curious about that one? Honestly, it's kind of a social shield. It's a way to dip a toe into an apology without actually having to feel bad about it. People use it when they want to acknowledge that they're being a bit much, but they're too proud or maybe just too excited about what they're doing to actually repent. It's the perfect phrase for when you've just eaten the last slice of pizza and you know it was wrong, but it tasted too good to actually regret. Got another one lined up? Yeah. Oh, you're putting me on the spot. Let's see. I just spent my entire paycheck on vintage sneakers. Sorry, not sorry. Or maybe I definitely just spoiled the ending of that show you've been binging for 3 weeks. Sorry, not sorry. Those are basically the gold standard for the phrase. I'm curious, do you have a specific scenario in mind that you're trying to be funny with? Yeah? What else have you got? Ouch, probably not. It's a high risk move. Because it's so sarcastic, using it in a severe conversation usually comes across as dismissive or even cruel. It's like bringing a party popper to a funeral. What kind of scenario are you thinking of? What else? Honestly, the phrase feels like a little dare to the world. It's for people who want to be seen as authentic or unapologetic. By adding that not sorry, they're basically saying, this is who I am and I'm owning it. It's a way to signal confidence, though to the other person, it can definitely feel a bit arrogant. It depends on who's asking. On the surface, yeah, it's like wearing a don't care badge. But honestly, sometimes it's more of a shield than actual confidence. When someone feels the need to loudly announce they aren't sorry, it can actually be a sign that they're overcompensating because they actually care way more than they want to admit. It's a very thin line between owning your truth and just being defensive. Yeah, yeah, go for it. Take your time whenever you're ready. Still here. It's a night and day difference. A real sorry is an olive branch. You're owning a mistake and trying to fix a connection. But sorry, not sorry is more like a dare. It's not an apology at all. It's actually a way of saying you're perfectly happy with what you did. One's about repair, the other's about owning the chaos. Which one do you think people actually use more often? You're in the zone. What's next on the list? Hmm. I think I'm with you on where you're going, but I missed a little bit of that. Were you asking about when people actually use that phrase in real life? Whenever you're ready, I'm all ears. I'm ready. Go for it. I'm listening. Oh, definitely avoid it anytime the other person is actually hurting. It's a disaster when someone is genuinely upset, as we talked about, but you also want to steer clear of it with your boss, your teachers, or anyone who actually has power over your life. Using it with a boss is basically a fast track to a very awkward performance review. It's a phrase that only works when the stakes are low and the vibe is playful. Oh, it definitely can. It's kind of a trap because while the person saying it thinks they're just being unapologetic, the person hearing it often feels like their feelings are being brushed off. It basically tells the other person that their hurt isn't important enough to actually apologize for, which can feel pretty cold. Do you have a 12th question lined up? Yeah? Wait, sorry. I'm a little lost. Did you mean why people use that phrase, or are we talking about buying things now? Okay, I'm still a little confused. You said yes, but I'm not sure which part you mean. That's a tough one. A lot of times it's not even about being stubborn, it's actually fear. Admitting you're wrong can feel like losing a piece of your identity or like you're handing someone else the power in the relationship. It's basically a defensive reflex to keep from feeling vulnerable. Hmm. I just had a thought. Since not at all. Sometimes an apology can actually make things worse if it feels fake or forced. And honestly, when people apologize for every little thing, it kind of loses its meaning. I'd say the real question is usually whether the relationship is worth the hit to your pride. Hmm. Yeah, absolutely. I'd argue that's actually where the real confidence lives. When you're genuinely secure, you don't feel the need to announce that you aren't sorry. You just exist in your choices. The phrase sorry, not sorry is kind of a performance of confidence, but true confidence is quieter. It's the difference between someone who yells that they're the boss and someone who just leads. Hmm. Still with you. A real apology is a bit of a tightrope walk. It's less about the word sorry and more about the what now part. A genuine one has no buts attached to it. It's just owning the mistake, acknowledging the other person's feelings without making it about yourself, and then actually doing something to fix it. It's the total opposite of sorry, not sorry, because it's all about vulnerability instead of a shield. That's number 16. Ah, the classic social apology. It's less about guilt and more about keeping the peace. It's like a social shock absorber. You're not admitting you did something wrong. You're just saying, I see that this situation is awkward or upsetting, and I'm willing to take the hit to smooth it over. It's the linguistic version of letting someone merge into traffic, even if they don't have the right of way. What's number 17? Number 17. I'm ready. Ooh, that's a risky strategy. It's a bit of a gamble because sorry, not sorry usually makes people feel brushed off, which can actually make them dig their heels in even more. It might work if you're joking around, but if you actually need a favor, you're probably better off with a real olive branch. Mhm. What's next on the list? Mhm. They're close, but they're different. There's a subtle difference. Standing up for yourself is usually about protecting a boundary, whereas refusing to apologize is often about protecting your pride. I think you can actually do both at once. What do you think about that? 19? That's a whole art form. The trick is to separate the person from the problem. Instead of saying, you're wrong, you say, I see it differently. It keeps the other person from getting defensive because you're owning your perspective rather than attacking theirs. What else is on your list? It's a double-edged sword. Humor can definitely lighten the mood, but it's a total gamble. Yeah, that's right. If it lands, it breaks the tension and makes the apology feel more human. But if it misses, it makes you look like you're not taking the other person's feelings seriously, which can be way worse than no apology at all. 21? 21. 21 questions down. You crushed it. Talk soon. Wait, I thought we were at the finish line. What's up? Did you remember a 20-second one? I'm locked in. Anytime. It was a wild ride through the world of apologies today. Talk soon. Bye. Talk soon.